I know the country did watch this case very closely to see how it was going to pan out until the 18th of January. There's lovely pictures there of everyone looking so happy to see that he had been acquitted. And this was due to the courts not being able to prove the levels of THC found in the substance, marijuana, that he was in possession of. Maiko Zulu, good morning to you. Happy that you are able to join us today. I know you must still be in great spirit after seeing the acquittal of Tie Mwape.
Yeah, well, good morning, Comrade Malama and Comrade Justin. The spirits could be better. They could be higher.
They could be higher.
Maybe with a spliff on the side. But it's a very... it's a landmark case in the prosecution of marijuana convicts in the country, in that for the first time in the history of our courts, a marijuana case has been argued from a scientific point of view. So science has carried the day this time.
It hasn't been, so what has it been in the past? They find you with a substance, you're taken to court?
In the past, like in our cases, for example, you only needed to be found with a substance that is confirmed to be marijuana and weighing 0.4 grams and above. Yeah, then you're a trafficker.
Okay.
But this time, the law, I think from 2021, the law has since changed, and the prosecution needs to prove the percentage of the delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinoids, the THC. That's the substance that makes you high or low, whichever. So they need to prove that it's more than 0.3%. So that is what the law says now. And interestingly, for the Tie Mwape case, when a judgment was ready, the accused was put on his defense and given the leeway to put in a mitigation why he should be, set free. So the defense were very, very technical, and they were basing it on purely scientific facts. And the fact is that today our DEC has no capacity to prove the percentage content in the substance. They can weigh the substance, they have the scales, they can go to UTH and get a positive test for marijuana, but I don't think they have the machinery to prove the 0.3 percentage content in the marijuana. So this brings now into question people that may have been incarcerated and convicted since the 2021 law came into being, came into force, were they judged unfairly? So all these questions now begin to arise because of this particular case.
You're a human rights activist, and you've gone as far as even showing solidarity to Mr. Tie Mwape here. Do you think now the judiciary needs to look back to some of these cases and possibly even, relate it to what's happening here with Tie Mwape?
Specifically for the cases after 2021.
After 2021, yes.
Yes, I would suggest, that these cases are reviewed, and if justice was unfairly served, let it be done correctly. I think we are in a time where, the legislative wing of governance is now, has some credibility now, because you really have to prove your case now. And as a human rights defender, I don't think it's fair in this age and era to arrest an adult and waste taxpayers' money, feeding the person in prison, the court process and everything, just for a stalk of herb, really, for a plant. that has been consumed, for centuries. Countries have moved on. I spent some time in South Africa. You would spliff at your hotel, You just need to go outside your room if it's a non-smoking room. And people are not even excited. Nobody is in the streets like, peddling. We are, because those are the fears that come with legalization. Zambia being a staunch Christian nation, has these myths, to say, the whole country will now be high if marijuana was legalized. But we need to look at it from, a bit more mature point of view. What are the opportunities, economic opportunities? What are the health opportunities? We are struggling with medicines in the hospital, and these are some of the remedies. So it's good that the marijuana debate is now, even on Diamond TV, because we need this debate. Parliamentarians have failed to debate on behalf of the people, So really, an 81-year-old with 68 grams, look at our economic situation. Maybe he was, he needed to get something for food.